You ready?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Angeli Ganoo-Fletcher and I'm the Landscape Director at PRP.
I'm Clare Cameron. I'm a Director in the Later Leaving Team.
Buterchi. I'm a partner at PRP and an architect, and I lead the Later Living Team at PRP. To make communities accessible for everyone, they actually need to be both physically and visually accessible. And both of these are vitally important for people who may have any sort of cognitive impairment. We always look at creating dementia-friendly environments in our team, and they're actually really helpful to everyone.
There is no distinction in the spaces that we design. An accessible space is for all, to enjoy and be comfortable in.
The intention with all of the buildings and spaces that we design is for them to be barrier-free and enabling for everybody. Of course, we can mitigate against the impact of physical disabilities through level access and wider doors, grab rails, etc. But there's a lot more you can do for cognitive and sensory impairment.
And it all starts with good placemaking. It starts with urban design. It's how the building sits within the public realm so that people actually can navigate their environment really easily. They can see where the front entrances are, and it needs to be really quite intuitive without the need for signage. That's the key.
You have to imagine yourself in the place that you design and ensure what you design fosters a sense of belonging.
Lighting is really important in our design, and natural light, natural daylight is the very best that we can do. We always include really big windows for lots of natural light, and that means that the residents can also benefit from views out and connection with the wider community. They can see what the weather's doing, they can tell what time of day it is, and that's really important for circadian rhythm as well, for appetite and for sleeping.
So we had a project that we've worked on in Oakfield and Swindon for our Nationwide Building Society. And if you look at the Oakfield master plan, it's quite interesting. We've got nodes within the master plan that are very recognisable. So they have, sometimes it's a key tree, sometimes it's where the roads actually just shift a little bit. There are vistas out to parks, and the landscape plays a big part of that.
Dementia is a life of adapting, and the landscape that we design needs to be adaptable and easy to navigate through, but also mood boosting.
We know how to design accessible developments, but how do we go one step further to ensure that we provide the places and the activities where residents can live meaningful lives? And that might be just understanding what they enjoy, whether it's gardening, places for them to garden, or whether it's entertaining friends, spaces for them to do that. These are all things that we've been including in our later developments.
We listen, design unique spaces, and go back and learn from the residents that we've designed for. Our role is more than aesthetics. It's about creating spaces that empower, that heal, and that inspires.
We know that for older people, social isolation is a major issue. People may have lost a partner, or maybe just live that little bit further away from their families, but actually maybe their neighbours are out all day and they're no longer working. So loneliness is a huge issue which affects older people's mental well-being. So we're thinking constantly about how the indoor spaces interact with the outdoor spaces.
It's a commitment to continue breaking barriers and shaping environments that recognise and cater to the diverse needs of all individuals, fostering not just accessibility, but also joy, discovery and a personal growth.
It's inevitable that in a design for later living that at some point there will be residents with dementia, and we need to consider that within every design that we put forward.